Oh hey, good morning. I haven't seen you guys in a good solid 7 months. That's because I'm a terrible vlogger. Oh man, this could be rough grouse hunting. The skipping made my heart beat pretty hard. Guess what today is? Today is grouse opener. And I'm actually a little bit more excited than I was going to be because it's still going to get into the mid 80s today. But it rained pretty good last night and we kind of have a foggy, overcast day, but it's nice and cool instead of being 80 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna get going, so why don't you come with me? Oh, wait a minute. Actually, while I'm driving to the first spot, why don't you watch this 2-day hunt from Nebraska? Go. And we're there. That was a long 8 hours. I listened to 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 different podcasts to get here. But look at that. Look at that. This is a sweet area. I think here in a little bit, after I eat some supper, we're going to drive south to the spot that I actually want to check out for the morning. See if we can pick our spot where we're going to start the Nebraska hunting trip. But first, let me show you where I'll be staying. Ta-da! Casa de Sabin and Remnar. I'm going to sleep over there. I've got a whole pile of equipment here. I've got a tent. I've got a sleeping bag. I've got an air mattress pad thing to sleep on. But it's like, look at the sky over there. Okay? We're supposed to get some thunderstorms. And look at this. I mean, how is this not better than a tent? So I have to confess something to all of the birdtail watchers. Last year, the first episode of the Birdtails was rough grouse hunting with Jared, but it shouldn't have been. So last year, I went on this same sharptail prairie chicken hunt in central Nebraska. Never been to the sand hills, never hunted sharptails and prairie chickens outside of the little bit of hunting I'd done in Minnesota. And it's a totally different world out here. In Minnesota, there's little blocks of habitat with crop fields around them. So the birds are on the edges and in the little bits of cover. They're quite a bit easier to find birds, even if there are fewer, back in Minnesota at least. Here, I mean, a lot of places just look like that. Just hills of grass. And I got my butt kicked, majorly. I spent 2 days. We saw one flock of sharptails. They flushed at about 60 yards. I shot at them, and I didn't get them. And I was new to this whole vlogging thing, and I just said I'm not gonna start off the birdtails like that. So I didn't use it. But this year, whether I shoot birds or not, this is gonna become an episode. And I think we're gonna do better. I think I'm in a better area. I know a little bit better what I'm doing. I definitely am better at this podcasting. No, I am definitely better at this vlogging thing. Remnar's a better dog. Yeah, I'm excited. I've made a decision. This is where I'm going to be tomorrow morning. Right here. Right down that line, up that hill. There's some crop fields over there. This is a private land, but it's CRP hunting permitted. It's part of their walk-in access program here. This looks like a good line. So does this line. So it's a south wind tomorrow, so I'm gonna head up this hill for a while until we hit where it gets too wooded, and then probably circle back down and maybe hit this line. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the morning. Alright, first hunt of 2018, well, of the 2018-2019 season. I don't know where the grouse are going to be. There might be some die-hard veteran prairie chicken, sharp-tailed grouse hunters out there going, what are you doing? I don't know. But the only way you find out is to grab that gun and take that dog and you hike that hill. So wish me luck. Come! Let me come. Well, I'm on the board. I'm not going to show you the bird either because that wouldn't be respectable. I'll wholly admit that I got a little ahead of myself there. Remember, I hunted for 2 straight days in Nebraska last year and saw 1 covey of sharptails. So when that prairie chicken flushed, I just got excited and shot it. I should have waited a little bit because there's not going to be a whole lot of meat to take off of it. But I've shot a prairie chicken. I'm going to be patient on the next ones. And hey, it's already a much better trip than last year. It is a for real mosquito. Well, that was a butt kicking. If I'd ever had a butt kicking, that was one of them. Alright, horses. Come on. Now this I can show you. That is my first Nebraska Sharptail. I think it's this year's bird, but they were flushing wild. Remy's been pointing turtles this whole time, and I thought for sure he was just up there pointing another turtle. I don't know if that's a thing or not. If your dog has ever pointed box turtles, you should write something in the comments or send me a message. But Remy points box turtles every time we see them. I don't know what to do to get him to stop. but a bunch of birds got up right here. 2 got up first. I wasn't ready for that. And then, I don't know, 3 or 4 got up. I shot this one. Oh, we got a bird for the evening though. Feeling better. And all those birds went up over the hill, probably miles, but I'm gonna sit here optimistically and say they just went up over the hill and we'll find them again. So. So us group of upland hunters is obviously a really, really small selection, a small sample size, because when you can drive 8 hours from home and run into people that you know, this is Nate, we know each other from work, and now here we are, a long ways from home, on the back corner of a walk-in access area, hunting sharptails and prairie chickens together. It's just kind of weird how that happens. There's not many of us, but it is proof that we need more public hunting spots. Here's his pooch. What's his name?
This is Fen.
F-E-N?
F-E-N.
Fen.
Like a groundwater fed wetland.
Oh yeah. Rem turd. Fen.
You know, I had 2 life goals that were accomplished on this trip. One was to shoot a prairie chicken, the other one was to make it onto Sharptails.
So, look at that. Making dreams come true. Alright, well, he's actually going to head west for the end of his day, and I'm going to head east. And so, we'll have to catch up with him later and see how he did on his hunt. See who did better. Or maybe nobody did better at all. So. I hope you enjoyed the Nebraska hunt. I know it ended abruptly. By the time that second day of hunting was over, the battery in this camera was dead. My phone is a pile. I can't record on it anymore. It just keeps cutting out. Chill, Remnar. We're going to get going in a second. What else? So I had no real means to record any video and do any more talkie talks. So I just said, I'm out of here. And then I hopped in the car, picked up some energy drinks, and drove the 8 hours home. Got home at like 1 in the morning. Alright, so now we are here in the total opposite place in the world. We're in the forest of central Minnesota. Total opposite from Nebraska. The first spot I wanted to go to had 2 vehicles parked there. The first spot I wanted to go to had 2 vehicles parked there. It's like a 400-acre state forest. And I'm pretty sure those guys were bow hunters, but I hate when I'm walking through the woods grouse hunting, and then I go, like, oh, well, that's odd looking. There's a deer, you know, scent wick or something, and then I go, wait a minute, guy in a tree. That's really uncomfortable for everybody. So we drove to our second spot, which I've never hunted before, but there's a clear cut right here. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be a dork this year. I wear safety glasses. I don't know why I said a dork. It's not dorky to wear safety glasses. It's smart to wear safety glasses. I poked my eye so many times in the last couple of years grouse hunting. I'm just waiting for a thorn to just stick in there. And it's like not just grouse hunting. When I'm pheasant hunting late in the year through cattails, it's like I'm walking through having a good time, and then I think this thought of, imagine if one of these little samurai swords, which have cut, like I've cut my hands open on cattails. They got those blades and the wind is whipping them. What if one of these little samurai swords shink, catches me in the eye? You know, that's going to end a hunting season, if not a hunting career. So, whenever I remember, I'm wearing these. Alright, I'm going to get my stuff on, and we're going to do it. Do it. Okay. All right, spot number 1 was a bust. Alright, so this is spot number 2. And it is supposed to get to nearly 90 degrees today. Don't you just love grouse opener? Gotta break open the new water. But I'm not gonna mess around with that. This is it. It's already close to the 80s out. This is it. We're gonna go in here just past maybe 30 yards in here is a big maybe 10-20 acre clear cut, and another one right up here, and then a big wetland edge on the other side. And this has always been a pretty good spot. So come here, Rem. Good dog. Oh boy, that was awesome. Rem just went on point right over there, and there was a grouse sitting right over in there somewhere. And early season grouse, I mean, I would have swore to you I made a great shot. He got stuck getting up out of here, so he slowed way down, and then just as he broke free, I saw him for a split second, and I would have thought I was right where he was when I pulled the trigger, and a pretty good branch came falling down, and it was silent for, it felt like seconds, but it was probably milliseconds. And then all of a sudden, and he was gone. All right, so that's probably it for the day. I might get a wild hare and decide to run to one of the spots by my house, but that was really bad last year, so that's questionable. Probably won't. I might get up early and drive 2 hours north tomorrow and find Jared in the forest.
Look at that. You're filming.
Yeah. So I really did it this morning. You can hear Jared singing up ahead of me. I got up before the sun, drove. He can't help but be outrageous whenever there's a camera on. On the way up here, I got a heat advisory that said it's supposed to get to 90 degrees with the feels like humidity being over 100. So we're gonna be done here after we get back to the car, but we've been hunting for, how long have we been hunting? About 2 hours. We flushed 4 or 5 birds. Straight up in here. Go for it. Yeah. Whoop. Whoa. Where, over there. Yeah, I heard it. Good boy, Remy. I never even seen it. So there it was, the first episode of season 2 of the Bird Tales. If you're watching this about the time that I posted it, I am across the Missouri River in South Dakota with Micaiah hunting sharptails, maybe prairie chickens, possibly a Hungarian partridge if we're lucky. So I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for that hunt, and I'll see you next week. Nailed it!